everybody! Today I am doing a yandere astro X listener. This is specified for age regressors that regress due to trauma or anything else. I don't really mind. So, yeah. By the way, I don't age regress myself, so please tell me if any of the things I say are incorrect, like anything I state or whatever the fuck. If anything I say is incorrect, I'll try to remake this video so the incorrect things are correct. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into the audio. Some awful things happened to you in the past, and you started to age regress. Ever since Astro kidnapped you for himself, you tried to, but failed to hold back on the age regressing. You just couldn't help it. Astro noticed this, but didn't seem to mind, as he did in himself sometimes. But still, he wanted to ask you about this, because he wanted to make sure you were actually age regressing or just being a silly guy. Because you're a silly guy. He walked into your room where you were coloring in a My Little Pony coloring sheet. "My star?" he said, slowly approaching you. You looked up at him, pausing your drawing. "What are you doing, dear?" You told him you were coloring. "Well, can I talk to you about something?" His voice is very gentle and slightly quiet. You nod, and he sits down next to you. "Do you ever feel little, my star?" You slowly nod. It's okay if you do sometimes. I feel little sometimes too. Do you feel like talking right now, my star?" You shake your head, and he smiles. He gets out some phrase cards for replying to questions. Simple one-word answers like yes and no. And a more complicated one for when you don't feel comfortable with answering his questions. He spreads them out in front of you. "Okay, my star. I just want to ask you a couple questions. You can keep coloring if you want. I don't mind unless you're not listening." You smile and keep coloring. By the way, you're coloring in a Pinkie Pie page. Yippee! It's my favorite one. Yippee! Yeah. Okay, my star. Do you want me to be your caregiver when you're in your little headspace? You stop coloring for a bit and point to the yes or no card. Okay, do you want any gear? Like passies, sippy cups, baby bottles, whatever other names for sippy cups are there? Or diapers? You point to the yes or no, once again, or no. Either one. Card, again. Alright, when you're not nonverbal, let me know which ones you want, okay? I'd give anything to make you comfortable, my star. Remember that. You nod and continue coloring again. A couple hours later, you're no longer nonverbal and want to talk again, or are comfortable with talking again. You're sitting next to Astro when you call his name. "Yes, my star? Are you ready to tell me what gear you want for little time? Or, like, regression? I don't know." You nod and tell him what you want, like nappies, sippy cups, those little chewable necklaces that I have in real life, but I chewed it up. Sad. "Great choices, my star. We'll get them next time we go shopping, okay?" You nod quickly and happily, and Astro wraps his blanket around you. "I know you're not in your little space, but I think it's cuddle time." He wraps all four of his arms around you and pulls you into his lap. After a bit, you yawn, signaling to him you're tired. "Oh, is my star getting sleepy?" You tiredly nod, and nestle your head into his shoulder. "Oh, okay, dear. Do you want to sleep in bed or in my arms?" You say you want to sleep in his arms. I can relate, lol. "Alright, my love." He wraps his blanket more snugly around you both and begins humming Rises the Moon by Leanna Flores, I think that's her name. That's how you say it. You drift to sleep around the time he finishes singing. The end! If you want a Yandere Astro, audio that isn't age regression comfort, please say so. Goodbye!